Welcome to the spoiler room. Are you ready for the next season of You? But before we dive into the new episodes, let's take a look back at the thrilling events of Season 2. From Joe's dangerous obsession with love to the shocking twists and turns, this season left us on the edge of our seats. So sit back, relax and let's recap the major events of You Season 2 together. Episode 1. A fresh start. Joe moves to Los Angeles under a new identity, Will Bettelheim, and becomes obsessed with a struggling chef named Love. He uses his charm and manipulation to insert himself into her life, all while trying to distance himself from his past actions in New York. Episode 2. Just the tip, Love starts to open up to Will and they begin a relationship. Will's past begins to catch up with him as Candace, the woman he thought he killed, is revealed to be alive and seeking revenge. Will must navigate these dangerous new developments while trying to keep his true identity a secret. Episode 3. What are friends for? Will's past continues to haunt him as Candace gets closer to discovering the truth about him. He turns to his neighbor and friend Ellie for help, but her own secrets and intentions are called into question. Will's relationship with Love also becomes strained as she starts to suspect that he may not be who he says he is. Episode 4. The Good, the Bad, and the Hendy. Will's past comes back to haunt him in a big way as Candace finally tracks him down and reveals his true identity to Love. Will must confront the consequences of his actions and the true extent of his obsession with Love. Meanwhile, Love's friendship with her neighbor, Henderson, takes a dangerous turn as his true motives are revealed. Episode 5. You Have a Good Welcome, Joe. Will's lies and manipulation start to catch up with him as Love's trust in him erodes. He must confront the truth about his past and his true nature in order to win her back. Meanwhile, Love starts to suspect that Henderson may not be who he seems and begins to investigate him. Episode 6. Farewell, My Bunny. Will's obsession with Love reaches a boiling point as he becomes increasingly desperate to keep her in his life. He turns to drastic measures to ensure that she stays with him, but it ultimately leads to tragic consequences. Love is forced to confront the true nature of her relationship with Will and make a difficult decision about their future together. Episode 7. Existential Crisis. Will is forced to confront the reality of his actions and the person he has become. He must come to terms with the consequences of his past and make a decision about his future. Meanwhile, Love struggles to come to terms with the truth about Will and her own feelings for him. Episode 8. Fear and Loathing in Beverly Hills. Will's past finally catches up with him as the police close in on him. He is forced to go on the run and confront the reality of his actions and the person he has become. Meanwhile, Love starts to suspect that there may be more to Will's story than she originally thought and begins to investigate him. Episode 9. P.I. Joe. Will is finally forced to confront the truth about his past and the person he has become. He is forced to make a difficult decision about his future and the people in his life. Meanwhile, Love's investigation into Will leads her to some shocking revelations about his past. Episode 10. Love, Actually. Will's past and present collide as the truth about his actions is finally revealed. He is forced to confront the consequences of his actions and the true extent of his obsession with Love. Meanwhile, Love must come to terms with the truth about Will and make a difficult decision about their future together. The season ends with Will alone and on the run, with the implication that he will continue to manipulate and harm those around him. Wow, what a ride that was. We've covered everything from Joe's descent into madness to the mind-blowing revelation about Love's past. With so many unanswered questions, we can't wait for the next season of You. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more recaps and spoilers. Thanks for watching and see you next time in the spoiler room.